Stay back. So now the sun's going to come out and blind me. That wasn't a great platform, but I was hitting above the edge, so I just decided to go ahead and hit it. I'm not the most meticulous, careful setup kind of guy. Not that I wouldn't like to be, I just don't have that patience level. See how I went across on that one and did tapered up instead of hitting on the end? It was set up on there to do it. It wasn't set up on the end to do it. So it was opportunistic. Wonder how deep that hole goes. A large part of what I do here is reading the edge and reading how thick my flake is going to be from the platform edge and angle. You know, like sometimes when you see me doing this, I'm raising it to try and get a thicker flake, because when you want to drive a flake 3 or 4 inches, it needs to be thick. It needs to be strong, thick flake. And so you want to be, but see, I put a bevel on that. I like going like this, so I'm beveling it at the right edge for my platform. And I got it up fairly near the center line, so that's a thick flake type platform. You can take the knife edge off the front edge of it if you want. I've got a little bit of a ridge here. We'll see what happens. Kind of there. It wasn't great, but I didn't really think it was gonna be. It was almost like, it wasn't exactly a blender, but it was almost a blender. And this one is too. Hit this real hard, cut this off, and try and get a little bit more of that. See, that's flatter now. Trying to just kind of slowly but surely work in on this thing. This is all buggered up. Across the end. You see how much thickness I took out of here with one hit? You know, I was talking about this earlier and how this could be a problem. Well, I had a natural angle there, so I just hit high at an angle to shoot flat through and get rid of a lot of the thickness. And I really didn't touch my width on the point at that point, because this is a tiny bit below the center line, so I really didn't affect the point in there. Not that I'm not going to, because otherwise I'm making, I don't know, I'm making some kind of banana thing, I guess. Make a big old tang knife, that's what I could do. I don't know why. It's like that. So let's see what to do, how to attack. cortex in a thin area here. Doesn't look too good. I'd like to, if that wasn't so cortexy, I'd like to hit that sucker hard and come right along in here and take that out. I'm gonna try it. I don't know if it'll work or not because the angle may mess it up, but I'm laying it along my leg, get some support. Nope. Ran outward. So, cortex is not good. Now I'm coming a little straighter in and seeing if I can, you know, salvage a little bit of that benefit. Nope. There's a crack under there, and that crack kind of allowed it to, I mean, the platform didn't hold up long at all. It didn't feel like much of anything when I hit it. It just let go. And it was abraded a lot, but a lot of that cortical area near edges, it just doesn't work. And you never really know until you hit it. I mean, you can guess and hope, but that's why for most times you want to get that cortex off. Off and gone. See, that crack is still there, but I hit on the edge of it to try and cut a little bit of it off. I don't know how deep that goes and how much it's going to mess me up. I got a little natural platform right here, maybe. And I'm going to try and hit right in there. And I did get, it actually ran way over there. I got a little bit of it, but that crack sure messed me up. Let me go this way. Some of that crack off. I don't know if I got enough of a shelf left to do anything with it or not. I do for over here, but I don't know about over there. I'm going to try and go here because if nothing else, that'll isolate that. But this is a little bit of a step area, so I don't know if I'm high enough to really hit under that or not. We'll see. It kind of went around it. It stopped there and went around it, but that's okay because I got too much thickness anyway. I can get it from this side. I'll go ahead and see what happens on this. That helped. It came through, it came all the way over there, and it did cut out some of that thickness. So that's not a bad thing. Just trying to decide how much. I wonder if I actually could make a tang knife out of this, because if I can, then I can leave it a little bit of the banana. That's chalk. That's what I'm trying to see if I can get in here on it at all. Ha 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 ha. The reason I braid like this is I know that anything that if the edge is coming up, that means there was probably deltas there anyway that were bent downward. That would have been a problem from the status of having concavity. So there's times when I just sort of try and raise the edge. Boom, and then another one along a ridge. Trying to thin the ends. You always want to get the weight off your ends. See, that's really doing something there, but, and you can say, oh, he's making it all twisty. Well, yeah, but I mean, I gotta do something. I gotta get, I'd rather have a weird shape with platforms and capabilities. There's a little bit of a ridge there, and there's a little bit of a nub there. That was one of those where you don't want to blow it because you have an opportunity and you want to use it well. So I hit it as flat and straight, and it's almost perfectly flat. I hit it hard inward, trying to do some good and get some thinning done. This crack here is part of the reason I'm bringing things all over this side. I don't know if you saw the follow through on that stroke. That was one where I tried to put a bunch of oomph in it. That was more down, trying to put a flat hit because the angle is platform. You're like, why aren't I isolating all these? Yeah, that's a good point. I'll do it next lifetime. I have more time. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and hit this, but I can't go into there, so I've just got to feather it out. I'm doing this number. That's the support. Backhand, and then these fingers like this. Came all the way over there and just kind of came beside this, but not into it. I think I'll try and do that again right here, but this is not good. This is cortexy chalk. That's chalk right there, but I think I've got it enough below the thing where I can hit at the top edge of it. It'll probably go. But I hit downward more because of the angle of it. Let my finger do the translation of that force. All right, so see, I need to undercut all this. It would be great to undercut this from this side and get rid of that square edge, but I have thickness over here too. So I got a lot of work to do here, that's what I'm saying. And I don't have anything set up good. Can't hit that because that'll come under here, and I don't think it'll undercut it. This is an old delta, and this is a concavity, and it's too low, and it's not a good platform. Bring that up a little bit and see what I can do with it. It actually looks kind of okay right here to maybe undercut some of that crap and come over there if I really get into it. So let's try it. See what it did? Watch. Clean that up very nicely. I was holding the back edge well. That was one of my better flakes that you've seen me do. So please tell your grandkids about that. Yeah, one time back in 2015, I was watching this old boy on YouTube. What's YouTube, Grandpa? Be quiet, son. Listen to the story. And anyway, he was flint napping. What's flint napping, son? If you interrupt me anymore, kid, you're going to bed right now. Now listen. He I can't think of anything funny to say. Oh, well. Hump. Hump. All right. Of course, you'd be rocking along doing this kind of stuff, and you start thinking that you're clever and good, and you don't pay attention, and it's getting thinner. And the edges are kind of thin. And this is the point where if I start doing big old removals and craziness, I need to be careful. Because I could end up with two blades. Time is it? 15. Got back.